And we continue to follow the breaking news out of Golden tonight, where a police officer was killed, another hurt after a crash on Highway 58 at Washington Avenue.
Procession now has started with that fallen officer there on Highway 58. We can show you that scene in Golden. We have officers, presumably from a number of local departments, who have come there from Golden, to Golden. The police chief, Joe Harvey, was talking about the number of law enforcement personnel from around the area who had reached out to him by call and by text when they found out about the loss of this officer tonight, Colorado's first line of duty death in 2024. This is going to be a relatively short procession just because the Jefferson County Coroner's Office is a short distance away there in Golden. But a number of law enforcement agencies, honestly, because of the fact that we're dealing with a cold night and a bit of distance, it's kind of tough to tell which agencies are represented in these processions. It tends to be quite the outpouring from a number of different agencies around the area that will have folks come often in their off time, their off hours, take vehicles and join these processions when they happen to honor the life and the service of the officer involved. In this case, we know it was a 33-year-old man with a wife and family, a sister and parents, and he had a military career as well, had first served his country before serving our community.
A short time ago, I glanced over at the screen and saw an officer standing outside his car saluting as that car went by. So it's a cold night, and they want to be there to support all their fellow officers, and they know how much the Golden Police Department is hurting right now. Messages have been sent from a multitude of police departments around the state online to the Golden Police Department tonight, because some of them know intimately what they're going through.
And as law enforcement officers will often remind us, there is danger in the daily, right? There is danger in the everyday things that they do. And in this case, this officer and a female partner, it would appear, or another responding officer, were there at the scene of a traffic crash on Highway 58 at Washington, just kind of the main route that you take there to get into downtown Golden, when they were hit by another passing driver that the police chief says is a suspected drunk driver, hit hard enough that they were trapped underneath the vehicle and had to be rescued from underneath the vehicle. The female officer survived, went to the hospital with serious injuries, is expected to make it. The male officer, whose name is not being released right now at the request of his family, he was pronounced dead there at the scene.
It's tough to see these images, but we also know how important it is and what this means ultimately, not only to all the officers who serve us on a daily basis, and we thank them for their support and putting their lives at risk for us on a daily basis all the time, but to the family and to the people that are feeling this loss so deeply tonight, because it's hard to watch the police chief. He's been chief for a couple of years, but he's been with that department almost 10 years. And when you're talking about any police department, they're always tight, but that's a smaller police department.
Yeah, he was clearly crushed. I mean, he was just, he was absolutely crushed to have to relay this news, likely to the family, and then to relay the news to the community. And the city of Golden is going to be dealing with this, obviously, for some time to come, but presumably that's a small enough place with a small enough police force that a lot of people in town are going to know who this guy is, right? And chances are people watching tonight probably know who he is already, right? You know, he was the guy who flew Blackhawks in the military, was a military commander before he joined the Golden PD. 33-year-old, but as his boss described him tonight, just an amazing human being. We will continue to follow this procession for the Golden police officer killed tonight in a crash, Colorado's first line of duty death of 2024.